am Mike Hogue, Lily House. I'm a guy who spends a lot of time talking into a camera about stuff I like to do in the garden. But how does one go about starting a new garden bed to begin with? There are lots of different ways to do it. You can take a shovel and you can dig, or you can use a tiller, or you can do a bunch of other stuff that might fall under the category of no-till. Well, today I'm going to go through all of these techniques, all of them that I know about. I think I'm pretty up to date about what the options are. So we're going to do a short series of videos that's going to cover all of those basics. Now, most of these I have tried myself at one time or another, so of course I have opinions and I'm going to share them with you. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be dogmatic about things. To me, there's no right way or wrong way to do things. It's all about the specifics of your own goals, your own aesthetic preferences, the crops you want to sow, and how you want to manage the garden bed when it's done. So we're going to talk about the different techniques, the pros, the cons, weigh them out, and hopefully give you a lot of confidence about which ones you want to choose. So to give you a basic overview of those, these are the main strategies we're going to use. We're going to break them down into basically tilling and digging styles, especially those that are most appropriate or more appropriate for annual gardens. And then we're going to go into no-till systems, and we're going to break those down by basically kind of maintenance systems, where ultimately you're going to start by digging and then get into deep mulch coverage afterwards, and those that go directly into mulch coverage in some form or another. So here is the complete lay of the garden preparation land. So to begin with, the way that most people start beds is simply by grabbing a shovel and digging, removing the sod in some way, or renting a tiller and tilling it up. So the pros of that is that you have a really nice bed that you can then plant into really easily and know you're going to have success with it right away. The other thing about it is that when you churn air into that soil, you're fueling microbial action. They're going to tear through nutrients, release those in a form. You're going to have this big boom of microbial activity, and then the plants are going to be able to feed off that nutrition. So you know that you're going to get excellent plant growth up front. The negative to that is that you're using up a whole lot of the soil's easily accessible nutrients in one go. So that means you have to do something to replenish those nutrients later if you want to plant another crop. Now, in terms of maintenance, those kinds of beds are going to require more water. They're going to require fertility because the soil is bare. Any weed seeds that are there in the soil seed bank are going to germinate. So you're going to have to do some weeding. The only way you won't is if you buy starts and immediately mulch, deep mulch that soil, and then get plants into it. So before we move on, I want to say one more thing about these tillage systems where you're just digging the soil. I mean, it's the kind of garden that everybody really knows. But there are a couple of variations to that. One is some people are just renting like sod cut, removing the sod completely. That's an okay thing to do. If you leave the sod, any of those grass roots are really easily going to resprout and quickly colonize that garden. So we'll be getting into those no-till techniques in the next video.